Okay, so to get started, I obviously ran through npm init, and then let me just walk you through what I installed in my dependencies. So I have nodemon, which is responsible for restarting the app each time that I make changes. I don't want to keep on having to restart that manually. Then I have express, then I have body parser. So express will handle the heavy lifting, the routing, and the checking of conditions, and then the body parser is going to be extracting the data from the client. Now in my app, okay, let's start in my routes. I have two routes, but I have two routes. Yes, I do have two routes. Then in here I basically import the module path from node, and then I also import express. Then this part here is not a module. This is a utility function that I've created, but I'll show you how it works later on. But so these ones are the modules that I've imported from the third party and from the built-in. And then within here, then I have I take my express that I would have brought in, and then I call the function router within the object of express. So now this is the one that I'll be using instead of using up here. So then the functions that I have here is get and post, which is the HTTP function that will be responsible for handling, depending on what comes, either the product or the, it will depend. At the moment I just added these, but I'm not using all of these. Right, so now let me show you, apart from my routes, what do I have. I'll have a public that has my my CSS, and then this is the one that has the path that I'm exporting. And the path that I'm exporting is basically the dynam function, which is going to help with locating the locations of different files that I need to use. Then I have views. These are 3 HTML views that I work with. At the moment, I only have one view that I want to show, which is my name. That's the one that when you run the app, it's getting picked up. Now within my app, I installed Express. I imported Express. Then I imported the body parser, and then I also imported path. Then I called the function Express, store it in here, and then that's the one that I bring in here, which is basically an object. Then I call all the I then use the functions use to make use of all the routes that I'll bring here. For example, the 2 routes that I brought here, I import them here from the routes folder, and then use them here. This one is the one that is handling an error, and then towards the end I have an app listen. This one is listening on which port I'm going to be running this from. So at the moment, that's what I have. This one is adding CSS that I'll work on later. So that's how my app is running at the moment. So let's just run that to see. npm start. Let's see if it's going to. Okay, let's go to the port 3000. 3000 is here. There you go. So it's showing the name. So that means it's working at the moment. Cheers.